Welcome back to my channel, brothers and sisters. My name is Raina Marie, daughter of God the Most High. Um, I'm giving you guys a dream that I had. I believe it was a warning dream. And the title to the dream, I'm calling it A Wise Man Ponders, but a Prude Man Changes His Way. And it's a dream that I had on June 13th of this year, so 6/13 of 23. And in the dream, I was in my house. The house itself was like a gift or an inheritance, and it was huge and beautiful, and it has so many doors, and it was filled with all kinds of beautiful, very meaningful things. Like I could tell that even though some of the things I didn't recognize in the dream, I knew they were all meaningful to me. And in the dream, it was getting late, and my family was going to sleep. And I checked in on my baby boy and I kissed him goodnight. And as I looked up from his bed, I could see a shadow outside um, through the window trying to jump the fence into my backyard. And I locked eyes with the person who, at that time, was just a shadowy type of figure. And I pointed at him and I said, "I see you. And I'm going to get you if you try and come in here." Once he had noticed that, I saw him and I caught him trying to sneak in, he then jumped down and ran off. I ran to the front of the house, and as I was running through the house, I was looking through each of the window as I passed by them, and I didn't see anyone. I didn't see him running or anything like that. Um, and I opened the front door, and I was greeted by like a beautiful neighborhood. This was something that a neighborhood that I've never grew up in before, so it was completely unrecognizable to me. But it was like in a park-like setting, and it had like the old-fashioned lamp posts that had to be lit by hand, and it was just really beautiful. And there was an elderly couple sitting on a bench enjoying the night air underneath one of these lampposts. And I asked them if they had seen anyone. They said, "No, dear." So then I called out into the night and I said to the thief, "I'm watching for you, and I will destroy you if you come near my family." The elderly couple looked at me and smiled, and they both gave me a thumbs up, as if to say, "Good job." I then closed the door and I double locked it. And then I went through the house. When I went back inside, I went through the house and I wasn't really realizing, until that moment how big this house was and how many doors and windows there were. So I started closing and locking up everything. And I told my eldest son in the dream, he's often up at night, I told him to keep watch before, I felt comfortable and satisfied getting in bed. And I just wanted to make sure that I knew that we were going to be secure and protected. So I told him to watch over the house. And as I lay in the bed in the dream, I heard the words, "A wise man ponders, but a prude man changes his ways." And then I woke up in my actual bed. So as I laid there trying to figure out what the dream meant, I was praying about it and just asking the Lord to give me the interpretation of the dream because, sometimes we think things are pretty literal and, like we can just figure it out. It seems pretty easy to figure out, but sometimes the Lord has a different meaning behind it all. But this is what I got. It said that the time is super short. So the enemy roams about seeking whom he may devour. And if you're not sober and vigilant, he will overtake you. So we have to be alert and be prepared. We need to close every open door in our lives, seal shut the windows of our souls that need to be closed off. And then we have to put the enemy on notice and watch and pray. So in the dream itself, when I recognized the enemy, I immediately, I didn't have fear, but I let him know that I was watching him and I was going to be on alert. So we need to make sure that we stay on alert and fear not, but stand strong. Now is not the time for us to shrink back, brothers and sisters. We are warriors in the army of the Lord, and we must be ready to fight. We need to put down milk and learn to chew on meat. And the warfare is here and it's only going to get worse. So, I know a lot of people are going through heavy warfare. I've been going through warfare for the past It seems like for the past year, but it's been for a good while that I've been going through warfare. And I just want, to encourage everybody that Jesus knows what we're going through, and he's going to equip us for the battle, and he's going to continue to strengthen us. We just have to be vigilant. We have to be sober. We cannot fall asleep. We have to keep our eyes open, and we have to pay attention. And one thing I want to encourage everybody is that when you wake up in the middle of the night, like I had this dream, it was at 2:30. Let me say it was 2:28 a.m. So whenever you wake up in the middle of the night, between, I say, the hours of 2 and 4 a.m., that's when the Lord speaks to you the most prophetically. So I would just say that would be a really good time for you to stop and pray, even if you get up to use the bathroom or go get a glass of water or whatever it is that you need to do. I definitely would not go back to sleep without praying. So I just want to encourage anybody that, if you're waking up in the middle of the night with dreams or visions, make sure that you're writing them down, because that is really a point in time where the Lord is really speaking to us. So that's all that I have for today. I hope everybody is staying strong in the Lord and increasing in their faith and remembering to get in the Word and just working on your relationship with God the Most High. And God bless you all, and we will talk again soon.